All right. Hello, welcome everybody to the Sceptical Scotsman. We are going to do something a little different today. If I can pull this up, we're going to go after. We're going to go on, and I'm going to belt out this list of words. This list of words has officially been banned by the current administration. It's not the full list. I know that. But this is all I could. I found the original list a while back, but I can't be on my phone while I'm trying to read the list off on TikTok at the same time. Okay, so here we go. And in the order they're on in this thing, biases towards, biologically female, biologically male, biopic, BIPOC, black. Really? Black. Breastfeeding people. Breastfeed person. Chest feed people. Chest feed person. Clean energy. Climate crisis. Climate science. Commercial sex worker. Community diversity. Community equity. Confirmation bias. Geez, Republicans love confirmation bias, don't they? Cultural competence, cultural differences, cultural heritage, cultural sensitivity. Yeah, those last five. Wow. Culturally appropriate, culturally responsive. DEI. Equity, ethnicity, excluded, exclusion, expression, female, females, feminism, fostering inclusivity. My bad, I pronounced that wrong. GVB. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's what the three words. I'm guessing it's an abbreviation for this one. Three more down. Gender, gender-based violence. I think that's what GBV is, but I'm not sure. You guys would have to educate me more than I can educate you. Gender diversity, gender identity, gender ideology, gender affirming care, genders, Gulf of Mexico, hate speech, health disparity, health equity, Hispanic minority, historically, LGBTQ. I know that LGBT was right above that, so I'm going to throw that in there too. Marginalized, men who have sex with men, mental health, minorities, minority, most risk, MSM, multicultural, MX, Native American, non-binary with a slash in it, non-binary, one word, oppression, oppressive, orientation, people plus uterus, people-centered care, person-centered care, polarization, political, social justice, sociocultural, socioeconomic, status, stereotype, stereotypes, systemic, systemically, they/them, transgender, transsexual, trauma, traumatic, tribal, unconscious bias, underappreciated, underprivileged, underrepresentation, underrepresented, underserved, undervalued, victim, and victims. Okay, I know that wasn't the entire list. Don't get me wrong, I know it's not the entire list, okay? So don't go throwing the hatchet at me right off the bat. I can't do a whole lot about that, but yeah. But that's the list of that's a short list, and it's not all the words, like I said several times now. That's not a full list of the words. As far as I know, there's like 100 and 119, I think, 199, something like that. It is a big number of words. And it's completely insane. But that's like the banned book list that conservative Republicans don't want you to read, such as 1984. I wonder why they don't want you to read 1984. Yeah, I don't know. But this is a list of words that the Trump administration does not want used in their administration period. Thank you, Wrestling Angle. Yes, I'm on YouTube and TikTok, so the cameras are like 8 inches apart, so I'm just going to acknowledge that. I don't think we're headed. I think we might be headed towards a one world government, but it has to be done a certain way, but back on point. Now that I've done the list of words, because that really just irritated the shit out of me on Monday, is hearing them talk about these are the words that are banned. Yeah, no. Anyway, now that we got that, and hello everybody on TikTok. I keep on seeing the names just fly up. And everybody watching me on YouTube, hello. There was news this week about Tesla stock bombing because people are boycotting Tesla. Okay, I think that's probably a good thing. The sad part is I literally watched it on the news where Trump said if the people don't stop boycotting Tesla and causing it to plummet and everything, that he will classify those people as instigators, enemy of the state, or some weird stupid shit like that. It's like, dude, you can't stop us from boycotting an asshole. You can't. I know lots of people would love to, but you can't. It's like when he says that certain people will be punished while others no. People who are kissing your ass and agreeing with you will get a freebie. Those who don't stand with you, they're the ones you want to persecute. How is that not weaponizing the government to punish your political opponents? Sound to me a lot like exactly it goes against the presidential executive order he signed. And then I come to there's a story that somebody brought me this week about no, it was on the news actually. That student in the college who was leading all these pro-Palestinian protests. And this dude is married to some chick, and he's been with her he's been here for 2 years. Has his green card, and apparently his wife, who I'm assuming is semi-intelligent, but apparently not. I'm not calling her, mentally handicapped, but they apparently didn't look up the laws when they were busy working on his ability to become a citizen. He still has a green card. He was going to school. He's trying to get his master's and whatever. And apparently him and his wife thought since he had the green card, he could do whatever the hell he wanted. No, you can't. He has been cited with spreading pro-Hamas propaganda, and Hamas has been recognized by the U.S. government even before Trump took over as a terrorist organization, meaning we don't have to deal with it. And if you're backing them and you're from the Middle East, you can be deported back to the country of your origin. Now, some of you will be like, well, that's just wrong. Okay, I get you're saying it's wrong, but you don't know immigration law. I don't know what law. I'm not a fucking lawyer for immigration law, but I know this. If you have a green card, you can still be deported. If you're aiding and comforting our enemies, which Hamas would be, then yes, you can be deported. And people seem to forget this. I don't know why, but they are. They're forgetting basic stuff that we all learned in civics class, or those of us who are older learned in civics class, because this was in social studies and history. You have a green card. you're like one step away from, you're like the next best thing to being a citizen. When you become a naturalized citizen and take the oath, then you have full citizenship status and you are protected from certain things. And as of then, you would have to commit a high crime like treason or espionage or something else to be deported. You cannot be deported because you're doing a pro-Palestinian protest. You cannot be deported for that if you're a naturalized citizen. If you hold a green card, you could. It could be considered a crime, especially if you're backing Hamas, because Hamas is recognized as an enemy. Doesn't matter what you think. That's literally the law. And for all those people who watch this video and say, "Well, you're just wrong," look it up. I had to refresh myself on it, so I did so for like 6 hours. I went through looking through different things, and yeah, if he was a naturalized citizen, go ahead. You can go ahead and spout your support for Hamas, but if you're not committing a crime, you're just spouting it, not actually supporting Hamas. What do we care? It's when you're supporting Hamas, which we recognize as a terrorist organization, to okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. Number one gifter badge. I don't know, but yeah. Let's see here. What in the Trump is wanting to reintroduce the pink triangle to identify LGBT as the ostracized class, like in World War II. What Hitler did to gay men. Yes, this also hit my news feed too about the pink triangle that identified LGBT people, but I think if they try that shit, they should be at that point. You're not living in a presidency. You're not living under a thing. The comments on TikTok are hilarious. Like they're, yeah, I don't know. I'm not up on the latest lingo. I'm just a semi-educated weirdo. And yeah, I think it's truly indicative because they got so many clips. They like I go through and look for clips of the opposing view, like Republicans going after Democrats and winning, or going after liberals, so to speak, and winning. There aren't that many of them. They literally, I watched a video this last week where they edited the shit out of a video. I saw the full video, and then I saw the video that this pro-Republican conservative podcaster was doing. I saw the full clip. It's like 2 minutes long. Then they edit the shit out of it, so it's like 20 seconds long, where this conservative is questioning a liberal, and he supposedly owns him. But if you watch the entire clip, the liberal owns the shit out of the conservative, like owns him completely. But I think if we'll start allowing like the pink triangle to reemerge as an identifier for gay men, lesbians, just basically anybody who's LGBT, that's honestly when our representatives in government need to walk up to the conservatives who are backing this and asking why they're a Nazi. When they say they're not a Nazi, no, Hitler did this in the 30s, in the 40s. Like, really, how fucking dumb do you have to be to ignore history? Well, they had a good idea. No, they didn't. If you remember correctly, World War II pretty much completely bankrupted Germany, and then Germany had to sign an agreement which said they would pay reparations. They didn't get done paying reparations for World War II until, what is it, 2013, 2016, somewhere. It took them decades to pay that off. And now that there's the Elon Musk thing with the fascist salute, it's amazing. Because now even Germany doesn't even like Tesla. And when Tesla says, I was trying to, no, you were being stupid. And you damn well know what you did. He knows what he did. Everybody knows what he did. They're making excuses and using soft language to excuse what he did. Now, soft language aside, this banning of words shit, anybody who doesn't glower and fawn over Trump and thank him profusely is a loser, or they're not very good, or they're not very popular. That's funny because you still ain't canceled Mark Cuban. And by the way, Mark Cuban's apparently still on X, and he's now on Blue Sky. And Blue Sky is a pretty wonderful place, in my opinion. It hasn't got as much slobber knocker bullshit from the right. At least not on my feed anyway. I don't know about your feed, but my feed doesn't have all that shit on it. Now, as an assignment for you, I would like you guys to come up with words that you would like to see banned that should, in good common fucking sense, be banned. And I mean in good sense. We're not talking, well, the words liberal should be banned. The word radical right wing should be. No, we're talking common sense words that should be banned. Let's see if any of you can come up with that one. I would love to see this. I've got a list myself, but I'm not going to say it right now because I got to build it up for the next live stream. But yeah, I'm not going to overstay my welcome. I'm going to get the hell off of here. Y'all have fun, be young, and do what you got to do. So let me see how I'm supposed to end this thing. All right, have fun. Skeptical Scotsman out.